Good morning, everybody. We're back in the studio today, and I've got my neighbor, Robyn Baker of ZenDen, in the studio today. Robyn, thanks for making the big trip over. It was a quick walk.
It was long, but
Yeah.
it was worth it.
How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me. This is my first time, and I'm really excited. I have watched you in your studio, and now I've got to see it all, and it is gorgeous. So if you guys ever get a chance, I would say stop in.
Everybody's always welcome to come in and look around and see what we've got going on and just to hang out. Yes, everybody's always welcome. So tell folks about ZenDen. First of all, you recently purchased the building, or the business.
Yeah.
When did you buy it?
So believe it or not, ZenDen I made a little note. In 2025, ZenDen is actually going to be 7 years old in March. I became owner in January, and what will be 2 years coming up. So I have been owner 2 years in January, and before that it was Susan Stone, and she owned it for 5 years. She's still in our community, and we still love her. She's up at the Arts now. She just kind of grew, and we did as well in our own way, and it's been really fun.
Excellent. I've got, not to really steer us off track, but I'm going to be doing a small piece on small business owners. I don't know if you saw that. So if you want to come in and talk about the ups and downs and trials and tribulations of being a small business owner, because everybody always thinks, oh, you own your business, you must have whatever that is. You know, it's insane.
I would love to. In fact, I can be pretty real about it. So I wouldn't mind.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's get back on ZenDen. Okay. What is ZenDen?
So it is definitely something that's geared more towards holistic health. Sustainable options, looking to our earth, definitely wanting to always care for all of those, living creatures. So we're planting milkweed for butterflies. We're always wanting to save our bees, but we're also wanting to create a better healing experience for our bodies. So a lot of us know food can be bad for us, right?
Yes.
So and we eat more fruits and vegetables, or you've heard about organics. We just keep taking that into each level or step. So for instance, we always want to recommend chiropractors, acupuncture, Reiki. We have a Reiki clinic every second Saturday from 12 to 3. It's free for the community. We do accept donations though, just to keep us kind of like operating. But you can always book with our Reiki masters as well, like a full service.
Okay.
And that's been something that we want to continue to expand, and that has been going on for quite some time.
Wow.
So that's every second Saturday, 12 to 3. Okay. And so within the shop, we just have other, holistic options like crystals. We have some toxin-free candles. We have homemade soaps. We have our essential oils. So if you're buying your essential oils at TJ Maxx, you can stop. These are actually affordable, tested, and it's a really, really good alternative. So you can stop by and see us. If we don't carry what you have, you can message us and we'll find it.
Okay.
So
why you said stop, what's your address?
We are at 707 Paris Avenue, Port Royal.
Yes.
We are right across from the town, actually. So
Yeah, literally right. If you see the clock on Paris Avenue, look right, you're going to see her building.
A lot of times people don't see us, believe it or not.
They just ride on past.
It is. There's also the healing house that's right there on the corner, and that is where the Reiki clinic is.
Okay.
So as well as other services.
Can you explain Reiki and what that is to the layman that doesn't know?
In fact, I am a Reiki master to self, but I am currently working on a plant, and I'm also working as a student. So hopefully be an official Reiki master by the new year. So what it is working with energy. So when we have something that hurts, it can sometimes be warm. It can show us an area that maybe needs to have the energy moved. Okay. In some of my healing, I've been moving energy out of my midsection, sometimes caused from traumas, can be an array of things. But moving this energy out of your body where it needs to be is one of the things that Reiki does. It's just a way of kind of something that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And let's get it out, if you will. And it's non-invasive. It for the community clinic, it's free. So it's really a great way to try.
Yeah, so if you're curious about it, come on by.
Yeah, we can give you a little bit of information about it. You can also check our ZenDen page. I share about Reiki often.
Okay, I get that.
It's
so you love Port Royal. I love Port Royal. What's special to Port Royal to you, or about Port Royal to you?
So I will tell you. I did move here 7 years ago from San Diego. My husband's a Marine.
Okay.
So I was at first not too happy here. I was actually quite miserable, and it was a little bit of a culture shock.
Yes.
Fast forward 7 years. I love it here. I've actually chosen to stay here. But one of those main reasons is Port Royal. So Port Royal, it gave me a hippie vibe, and I appreciated that.
I can see that.
Yeah, they were going to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
They were using reusable bags. They were asking for clean skincare. They were actually caring about all of these things that I do care about.
Yeah.
And so I found ZenDen, of course, myself,
Yes.
And healed along the way, using a lot of the tools that Susan had there prior to me and that are still there today. So,
were you involved in that side of things in San Diego?
So believe it or not, I wasn't.
No.
I was a project manager with a office furniture company,
Okay.
and a completely opposite life,
Yeah.
if you will. So I came here, I was a stay-at-home mom, built an online brand, decided to expand that into a brick and mortar with Miss Susan. And
Yeah.
it has been such a fulfilling part of the community. What ZenDen has been a part of, we only want to continue to bring more awareness of that, to help where we are able, but to also just show others, how to help themselves.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a
perfect.
big part of it.
It is. What's coming up new? You've got something happening in October, or this month rather.
Yeah.
What is it?
So Reiki Clinic, of course, every second Saturday.
Okay.
And then we have yoga. We are partnering with Effervescence, which is
Ooh.
the yoga studio on the corner, and Charity with Sacred Space. She's an awesome healer and yoga instructor. So she's going to be with us on the 17th. It's at 6 p.m. You can check our page for the event details, and you can register as well, just so that you can make sure to secure your spot. Donations will be accepted, but it will be on the full moon. So we did this last year. It was a huge hit. It's usually a great sunset.
Yep.
And we may also have mediumship,
Okay.
which is on the 19th. And that is something where you can connect with a medium on a few different levels. You can do tarot card readings, oracle card readings, connect with loved ones. If you have questions about that, you can always message us. We can go on about that.
Yeah. That's a different conversation.
It is.
It is.
You can also book sound therapy as well. So
Okay.
if you ever are looking for some alternative holistic healing options, we may have what you're looking for, but we also may be able to connect you. We have a new Pilates studio coming to Port Royal. I mean, there's a lot of things coming. And so sometimes it's just nice to get in there and get connected.
It is 100%. Favorite shop or favorite thing to do in Port Royal?
Oh, gosh.
So let's take away the shop aspect of it. So what's the
Okay.
favorite thing? You have a
Okay.
day off. You're going to spend it in Port Royal. What are you going to do?
I do love Shell Ring.
Yes.
Just saying. Shell
Nick's done a
Rings,
phenomenal job.
it is the view.
Yes.
You don't have to have an alcoholic beverage if you don't want to. They have good food.
Yeah.
I really like the hangout for my kids.
Yeah.
The Sands is kind of up there.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite places to go is probably, I go to Corner Perk a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I do. I like their food.
Yeah. I've been there a handful of times. So my coffee, I'm more of a cream and
Ah,
sugar guy in
Okay.
my coffee than I am actually. The quality of the coffee doesn't really matter to me.
I get that.
It's the sweetener and the creamer. You know what I mean? It's then it becomes habitual. It's a routine type drink for me. It's a whole thing. I
watch your foodie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's particular.
Yes, very. Yeah, it's insane how it is. It's crazy. So what else for ZenDen?
So for the most part, as far as anything else, is just looking to us for any services, because we do offer things next door in the Healing House, which includes psychotherapy, and we have an esthetician. So if you're looking for a therapist maybe that does not take insurance, we may have an option for you. but we're really just always trying to kind of connect in that way. So you can, again, message our page or you can stop by the store. We are open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. And we have 2 really helpful ladies. And then, of course, you'll see me. I just worked yesterday. But stop by, say hello, and we would love to see you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And while you're there, if you want to come to SK Studio, we're literally right to the right of her behind the shed. Dan Perrin and his wife have a great
we're
business.
actually kind of getting a good little corner going on.
Yes.
We can be a little quiet at times. So I always encourage us all to just kind of, I love how we're having an event November 4th.
Okay.
I think it's November 4th. But we are having just kind of more community involvement in that way, trying to bring more people down to Port Royal.
Yeah, especially this far down on Paris Avenue. That's kind of the challenge is getting that traffic to down here and not divert them when they go to the sands or whatever.
Yep.
So perfect. So check out ZenDen, social media, Facebook. You on TikTok?
Not really. You'll probably find my page, but let's be honest, I'm not really TikToking on there.
So Facebook and Instagram is very active. So find out all your information there. You can message Robyn directly if you have any questions, and she will definitely answer it.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
All right. It was fun.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.